Good morning, world. Okay. Well, how's everyone feeling out there? I just looked across the street. Spirit is having me look above this window. I've never noticed it before. This window has this very interesting cement. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's inlaid with. What I'm seeing is what looks like two M's, and the shield looks like a U and an M, so like mum, M-U-M, which is really funny because, if I may be honest, I woke up this morning, 'tis level 9 million. I believe in the demonstrations, people, so like, one thing that drives me nuts is when, especially in the Woo community, everyone's all like love and light, and you just gotta think it. If you dream it, you can live it. And it's like, yes, but can we be real? We're human. We're human with a lot of flavors, a lot of emotions. Things come up. So I thought, yeah, the demonstration. So I woke up tis level 9,000, and why this is just really funny is because one of the things that got me real tis level 9,000 is sometimes those people in our lives that we don't have a lot of love for. I don't know what it is about today. That old MUM, old mumsy, person who birthed me. Maybe you have a mom that you just have to literally call in Jesus, or my grandma, or your grandma. So here's what I know. When I get to level 9,000, I acknowledge it. So instead of trying to pretend that I'm any other way, I just let the spirit team know. We all know. And I allow myself, I give myself 5 minutes, sometimes 20, sometimes a half an hour. We really try not to go past that. And to be honest, I allow myself I don't allow hatred to spend, again, not a lot of time, but I don't believe in suppressing. So I allow it to have a voice for all of 5 to 30 minutes, and I get it out. I use all the big words, I do, and I talk to the spirit team where I'm like, but then there's other things that I do. So for instance, I go over what I call like real math. So what I know to be true is I had a terrible sleep last night. I've been giving up like sugars and stuff like that. And so my body is naturally, we're seeing some fussiness just off of that alone. Like when you're giving up things, or, you know, your body's things that it's used to, again, mood enhancers like sugar. Oh my God, give me a cookie and the mood is lifted. So, yeah, so I had a stinky sleep last night. I also was really hungry when I woke up because, again, when you just kind of go back to whole foods and your body's used to like sugars, really, to keep you going, I find that every time I kind of go back to just eating whole foods, I get really hungry, even though I've got my proteins, and it helps with those sugar cravings, but like, my God. So I acknowledge that we already kind of have a foundation for a lot of bitchiness. So it's about understanding the slice of pie, you know? So I already know that I can't take the mood too seriously because we already got some heavy ingredients that are kind of propelling this emotion. Because I don't normally, my day-to-day, feel this way. Not at least in the H way. I don't care for the person who birthed me. I find them obscene, to be honest. And I have to do a lot of work around that. Love is a discipline. That's another theme I wanted to talk about. Bell Hooks talks about this. while a lot of us equate love as a feeling, and yes, you can feel love, but love is an action. It requires action. Love without action is just lip service. And part of that action is discipline. It takes effort. You have to work at love. Even for self-love, you know? It takes work. It's a daily practice. But the biggest thing that I believe in, for myself, what has worked, is you have to acknowledge what is true. So when I start my morning prayers and meditation, and I speak from my heart, it's of no service or use to me if I try to like fake it till I make it, where I'm like, you know, God, I'm super grateful for this, that, and like blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, if I'm waking up with hatred in my heart, we just gotta call it like it is, because it's gonna move a lot quicker if A, you can be honest about it, you can identify it, you can also look at the foundations of what could be, again, propelling it to be like, is it possible? Yeah, the detoxing from refined sugars and yeah, not getting enough sleep, again, is adding. Because again, feelings are valid, but they're not facts. The other thing with anger, rage, hatred, that's where you really need to, for me anyways, but culturally, I've really found that a lot of cultures have found this to be true. You gotta give it a container. So for me, music, but like walking. I walk a lot. And you can give it any kind of physical exercise, but I will walk off, run off. Like if I have to run up a hill 8 million times to dispel it, because anger is like fire. It can get really out of control. So you just wanna let it burn itself out. Like, you know, release it. So I like giving it that. I find that working with fire, the elements. So giving it to the earth, if you can walk, and then sit on some grass and ground it, like either lay, I like laying, because also your liver is the organ of rage and anger. And then also the kidneys, which is grief, or fear rather. Fear in your lungs is grief, but yeah. But working with fire, like, I like to give it to fire. So I'll work with a candle and be like, fire, please take this from me. Like, burn it up. Let's transmute it. Like, let me just give it to you. We'll feel you and you can burn it up. Yeah, so that's part of the message. Love as an action, yeah. So that's why I can't believe that weird cement part of the window. It's kind of funny, actually. This is where I'm like, the spirit team is really funny. Okay, see already, and being honest about it. See, I did my stuff, and then I'm gonna be walking to work soon. So I already know I have 3 hours of walking today, which is great. It's gonna allow me to work it out. Okay, so on that note, let's get a little Kimmy K. Themes of, yeah, what do we do with these big feelings? When things are untenable, when things are obscene, when there's people, places, and things where you're just like, only a mother's love, where you're just like, holy fuck, you know? Yeah. See, I'm getting, ooh, yeah, the fires are burning. Okay. But going back to, like yesterday, I'd mentioned I was getting all tizzy, tiz level 9000 yesterday around 4 p.m. And then I talked to my son. And so the other thing that I have found to be is like the tools of, again, kind of transmuting, but the biggest thing for me is you have to have something that you can anchor into that fills your heart with like maximum love. It's about anchoring into, yeah, you have to have one foot anchored into love while the other half is transmuting. Because the thing is, like, you can have belief systems. Everything is about, do you demonstrate? Everything else is just lip service. And we see this, right? We see it in Every type of community. People, talk is cheap. Chirp, chirp, fucking chirp. I'm sorry. How does this apply? Where are the demonstrations? Show me. Show me. What does that look like? And I don't know. I like to see real. I like to see the process. Okay, Kimmy K. God, Jesus, Grandma. See, the spirit team's already here. We've already been working. Grandma's already been on the scene. Oh. The reason why I call her my grandmother, for anyone who's really new, who doesn't know. Again, it's about the demonstrations, exemplifying, walking the talk. There's no doubt in my mind my grandmother was not perfect at all. But she had a belief system. And in the time that I knew her, it was always demonstrated for me. So again, not lip service. But it was a very high vibrational. Like, my grandmother demonstrated the power of, again, a higher vantage point. Like, love. And my grandmother did not have an easy life. Like anyone in my family lineage, it's just trauma, like generational trauma. So, and that's why, again, you need to see things demonstrated. You also need to see your story and hear your story, and these things reflected. So that's why I like when, I don't want to see someone, you know, a trust fund baby who's never fucking had to do anything in their life talk about, oh, manifest this or happiness this. Like, give me the person who has fucking crawled out of hell and is like actually demonstrating the things that we want and believe in and is being real about it. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so spirit team, we're dealing with some themes here. What do you want to say about this? Ooh, the vessel. The ocean. Yes, the container. And I talk about this too with music. Again, going back to heart space. Music has also always allowed me, from the time I was a child, not only to survive things, because it was a container, a place for me to basically hide and to survive, but it puts me into a heart space. Again, the angelic realm. It transmutes, it's healing. So the ocean and the vessel. Okay, one more. The lover. Exactly, coming back to love. Ooh, and this guy's gonna float on that ocean. Do we need one more? We want 4. Okay, so this is how it's laid out on the table. These two are on the top, side by side. We have the ocean and the vessel. And then this is underneath the ocean and this is underneath vessel. But I get this a lot of like cross talk here. These two seem to be talking to each other here. Just in the way the interaction is with this swan on the ocean. Why are these sticky? Yeah, I'm actually just gonna read from the book, and we're not gonna do a crazy long reading because I gotta go to work. But I feel like there's something here that perhaps maybe just one of you just needs to hear today. I don't know. Let's find out together. 133. Although I did just open up, I saw the 3, which made me think of the Empress, but it's the healer. Exactly, this is about healing. Transmuting, because really that's what transmuting is, like taking again untenable, obscene, just things where you're just like, ugh, you just want to pluck out your own eyes. But the Empress, going back to the mother, Yeah, for any of you that have the mother or father wounds, yeah, like, I don't know. To me, Mother Earth, like nature, there's just elements that to me have literally taken care of me in ways that the people who technically put me on this planet and were supposed to take care of me, like, just did not. The ocean and the fire. It is. It's giving divine feminine, divine masculine, the divine mother, the divine father, the ocean. And we are seeing this lid, and then with the flame. Okay, hold on. The ocean, the unconscious, the depths, the incomprehensible. Here we go. The power of the ocean is unmatched. Excuse me. To step into its salty waters is to step into the unknown. By its sheer volume, the ocean represents the unconscious, all that is beyond our understanding. We cannot live within the ocean. Oh, we cannot live within it. Yeah, this sits on top, but it's interactive. The of the world, what is it? Like, is it to be in something, not of it? Or is it the other way around? To be of it, but not in it. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, so we cannot live within the ocean. We cannot claim it, manage it, or own it. It rejects our every attempt to dominate nature. Yet, amid its overwhelming power, it calls to us, inspires us, and invigorates our life on land. It dissolves the little us into the big us. When the energy of the ocean is present, there is change stirring that is beyond any change you've known before. The ego must dissolve. The saline swells work on your every cells, your fibers, your deepest underlying beliefs. Like Aphrodite, we rise from the ocean's froth. Like Aphrodite, we rise from the ocean's froth, a new being. We rise from the ocean's froth, a new being. That sounds weird to me. That's I keep reading it, and it keeps saying that way, but my ears, it does feel incomprehensible. Okay, anyway. Life is change. Let the wave crash. Study waves. Touch their surface. Get in the water. No matter where you live, each drop is a part of the whole. The ocean is every tear. The ocean displays every emotion without shame. This is what it's about. And this is kind of what I meant about kind of like the Boo community of like this hyperfixation on like, you just gotta be positive. And it's like, my guy, my girl. It's about all the flavors. You can't have one without the other. And that's why even the other day when I like couldn't even do a video because I was just in gratitude, but my gratitude extended to all of this, including old MUM. That's the thing. As I'm learning, to me, mastery is about learning how to sustain oscillating between the dark and the light within ourselves. On a great day, I can reach real deep, and I can have that higher vantage point. So all these fucking cunts in my life that on a day like today where I'm like, serenity fucking now. Like, grandma, take the fucking wheel. Take the fucking wheel. You know those days? You're human. I'm sure, collective, you've had these moments where you're just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, it just takes you there, you know? Yeah. It's the full spectrum. Because even though I'm irritated right now, when I am in that higher vantage point, I have a better understanding. And even though it's painful, I'm able to work with it in a different way. But this process right now, it's that wrestling. I really believe in the good wrestle. Even wrestle with your spirit team. Oh my God, like, I have, the things, when I get Spice level 9,000, and I also feel like if my spirit team, if I feel like they are coming in correct, like, I don't know, I just really trust the process of my spirit team, that omniscient love, they can hold it, they can take it. Don't be afraid to wrestle, I guess is my point. Don't be afraid to go there. Don't be afraid to go there with God or whoever it is that you pray to, whether it be angels, your relatives, ascended masters. Like, they're ascended. Again, you gotta remember, it's supposed to be omniscient. They can handle it. And I find it's in that grappling. That's where the demonstrations are. It's like working it out. I have to understand why something is. And if I have to really wrestle with it and chew on that bone for another billion years, like I will, but that's, for me, how I understand things. Yeah, when light, deeper than deep, big dreams, discovery, when dark, subsumed, drowned, polluted, and unpredictable. Yeah, going back to the honesty of feelings, I find the quickest way to actually let things go is just to be honest about it. So if my heart is full of hatred, I don't judge it, I own it, I bring it to the realms. I know that instantly there's a plan in place, that it's not going to stay, that it also might not be the most realistic, it might not be the most factual, because mind loves to catastrophize under any conditions. It just loves to go to the negative as opposed to the positive. Okay, the vessel. Who's biting my leg? Motherfucker. Okay. Okay. The vessel. The vessel. There you are. 203. There we go. Okay. Oops. The vessel. The body, the container, the cup. Yeah. Anger, rage, and hatred. I mean, all the emotions you don't want to keep stuck, but those ones especially. The vessel may be the most powerful archetypal form on Earth. It is everywhere. Cups hold liquid, stoves hold fire, our bodies hold organs, our homes hold families. Through the simple act of separation, the vessel protects what it contains. Protects what it contains. There's something there. Nests protect the eggs, saving accounts protect our earnings. Even the planets are contained within their circular orbit. When this card appears, it's time to assess what is being held together now. Okay, so I think this is it, guys. I think you might be holding and suppressing something. You gotta let out. Beyond journaling. Maybe some of you need to go rent a rage room. Get that gear on, get out, make that playlist, and get in there with a golf club or a baseball bat and just, or go to the thrift store and buy like, I don't know, 5 boxes of dishware and go find a safe wall away from everyone else and just smash the shit out of them. Oh yeah, so a time to assess what is being held together now and how. Is the vessel too tight, too loose, broken, empty, full, or perhaps there's no vessel at all, and the contents spill in every direction? It is natural for structures to be formed and eventually fall apart. The vessel has a life cycle that must be honored. Is it time for you to build, break, or repair? You must find out. Beautiful. The mentor and the healer must pay particular attention to this archetypal form. Healing cannot be sustained without a strong container. Kim K. I just knew it. I just knew this was the deck this morning. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna keep it to these 4 too, because I gotta go in 5 minutes. The physical body is the most sacred vessel of all. It is the one in which you reside from your first breath to your last. It may need your attention. See, and me going back, I was doing my lymphatic drainage this morning. I'm really focusing again on, it's not about the clean eating, it's not about losing weight. Stress kills. Cancer runs really high in my family. I was a cigarette smoker for more than half my life, and I have a son. And because I've really crawled through hell, I'm kind of like, I did not come this far to not really celebrate my life and have some good shit. So like, I plan, like I've told the universe, like I'm dying at the age of 92. And these next 44 years for me, I think it's 44, like heaven on earth. So really taking care of this temple. And also because it helps regulate. And when you're regulated, again, there's clarity. It's hard to have clear thinking and emotional clarity when everything, like again, we call it hanger for a reason, right? Holy fuck. I mention it, but it's no joke. When I get fussy, I'm always like, put me in a bath, clip my nails, and give me a bowl of pasta or ice cream. So, yeah, so when light, stable, strong, graceful. When dark, trapped, being in a bubble. Okay. La Flame. $9.67. The fire, the spark, the glimmer. Exactly. Actually, this is exactly what I do. Remember I was saying? I give it to the fire. I give it to the candle. And the ocean, too, is like feeling all of the emotions. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. I wish I could stay longer, because I just know we could go deeper on this one, but... In Sanskrit, the word for fire is Agni. The ancient yogis saw this flame as the center of the abdomen. The abdomen! And I was saying, the flame and this one were talking to each other, like crossing, right? Abdomen. And that's what's exposed. You know I love this shit. And believed it to be responsible for our vitality. When it is lit, we are connected to our purpose and sense that life is a sacred gift. It is said that those who cannot see the sacred around them have let their inner flame go out. Yes. I was just listening to a spiritual teacher talk about this last night. It's about celebrating life. Okay, hold on. Exactly, the sacred. Celebrating the sacred in everyday moments. It's not the external things that are going to bring us our joy. It's a bonus. Think of this card as a call to reignite that fire, to cup your hands gently around those things you've forgotten and protect the flame, no matter how harshly the winds around you blow. Exactly. When obscene people, places, and things are blowing, and it's just untenable, you have to protect. This is what you're protecting. It's the love, it's the light. Don't let the obscene change you. And that's why I don't allow hatred to really have that much of an audience. I try not to even give it the 5 to 30 minutes, but again, sometimes I'm just one man, and then I have to be honest where I'm like, nope, Grandma, you're the saint. Angels, again, you're the ascended ones. Help me out today. I'm just one man. Yeah, see, my eyes are getting really fucking big. Okay. It could be an inner archetype that begs you to light its wick. It's likely that the poet, the mystic, or the shaman would call you with the language of the flame. To enliven the connection with this archetypal energy, practice the candle-gazing technique called Tritaka. Notice how lighting a single candle in any space brings magic to the room and creates a sense of reverence. The archetypal fire is at the beginning of all transformation, purification, and manifestation. Nearly every spiritual lineage honors the flame. Guys, see? It's already being transmuted. I already feel a lot better, and I'm gonna go walk for an hour to go see my cutie patootie. Yeah. Okay. The lover. Get over here, lover. Yeah, get over here, lover. Well, clearly this isn't a love reading, but I just felt that in the moment. The heart, the beloved, the devoted. Love is a discipline. A devotee is no different than a disciple. If you're a disciple of love, it requires discipline. Can't be lip service. Pulsing through the heart of the lover is gratitude. Going back to the gratitude. Oh, see, now I want to cry. See, now I'm getting back into the heart space. The lover appreciates and experiences the world through the senses, reveling in beauty, song, art, music, sense, and sensuality. This energy awakens at the tip of our tongue when we taste the sweetness of honey, kiss a lover, or speak gentle words to a child. Anchoring. Gotta find that thing that anchors you. For me, it is my son. It's not gonna be that way for everyone else, but find that thing that literally, when you think of it, your heart explodes with love. The lover lingers in foreplay, aroused not by the getting there, but by the slow merging of self and other. This energy is usually experienced for short periods of time, as in order to feel it, we must be fully present and awake, with no expectations or rules about what should be. Rather, the lover is in awe of what the world presents, reveling in the glorious details, grateful to savor every last drop of life's offerings. When you hold someone's gaze for several moments, you'll feel the lover within you awaken. It is common to seek the lover in another. The true gift is finding the lover in yourself. Preach! Did I get an amen? Amen! Now I know most of you are like snooze fest, but like, as much as I find old Mumsy obscene, as much as I find the actions and behaviors and pathology of my son's mom obscene, I will tell you this. I am forever changed for the better. It almost killed me several times. But if I look at who I am today, in this very moment, comparatively to who I was in those dynamics and those relationships, they have truly set me free. And I'm better for it. Like I said, it did almost cost me my life. It took me to the edge of insanity at moments. You hear about self-love and all, you know, like talking to your inner child. And I've done it. I've done it my whole life. Somehow, some way, something just clicks. I understand it, and I gotta say, it's so true. I love myself in a way I don't think I ever have, and it took the obscene to get me there. So as much as I have hatred at some moments for these people, because the human in me that's committed to this dreamlike experience, the story, so that I can learn, yeah, it's hard. But that's the thing. The lessons are hard. It requires you to really show up in ways that you did not think are possible. Can it be done? Yes. Is it absolutely fucking hard? Oh yeah. Right? Like, I don't know. The lover archetype is present everywhere, not just where conventional forms of pleasure and beauty are found. The lover's awe is unconditional. When light, connection, expansion, devotion, awe. When dark, indulgence, attachment, obsession. And going back to that one therapist that I just discovered that changed my life, where she was like, you can't be obsessed with an available person. And I was like, ah. Because also, my childhood was made up of limerence. Like, limerence, if you don't know about it, go look it up, but it explained a lot for me in my early dynamics of childhood into 30s. And I'm glad there's a name for it. But yeah, obsessing. What we think is love. It is really obsession. To me, obsession is not love. Okay, we're at 35 minutes. I'm running a little bit behind. Okay, guys, that was just a little bit of food for thought. A little food for thought. I will be back later. I'm sure we'll get into another love reading. But I do believe in demonstrations. That's just me. If you're not into that, that's okay too. Okay, gang. Have a beautiful day. Go transmute or go scream. Scream in your car. Go rent a rage room and smash a bunch of shit. Go punch your pillow. Go run up and down a mountain. Oh yeah. Oh, the amount of running up mountains with rage. This person was asking me why my legs are so ripped. I've always had ripped legs. I have a lot of back injuries, so it's really hard to work on my arm strength these days, but I always have fucking cut down trees with these legs. But she was like, oh my god, your legs are fucking ripped. Like, what are you doing? And I was like, well, for one, I'm a dad. There's just, when you're carrying a child, you're gonna have buff legs. But I'm like, rage? Oh man, I always walk a lot, but with rage, yeah, a little Sherpa, just like a little billy goat, just running up that mountain. Even yesterday, oh man, I was doing some pull-ups and some chin-ups with rage. Yeah, if you really want to see some performance enhancement, you don't need the creatine. Just tap into that rage, think about the obscene things. Oh, yep, you'll get an extra couple lifts in there, I guarantee ya. Okay, stay blessed, stay golden. Don't freak out, it'll be okay.